Hi guys, I'm back again for the weekly oracle reading. For those of you who are just tuning in, welcome. I'm Anne, and in this video I'm going to be giving a general love reading focusing on divine counterparts. That includes soulmates, twin flames, twin rays, past life connections, and anybody that you're involved in romantically. I invite you to stay tuned and watch. I'm sure there's a message for you. Okay, we're getting close. March is almost here, and end of February is like, where are these months going by? So a lot of emotional stuff, especially now this weekend with the full moon and you know, like all the energies that just come through with full moons. You guys know it does affect us in many different ways, and more so now than ever. Okay, so just letting you guys know, you know, when you feel a full moon, it's a good time to just reflect, let go, release, surrender, you know, just say, I'm done. You know, I'm going to start over again, but I'm just going to just purge away. Just it's at end of the moon cycle, and, you know, something new is going to happen. It's the same way of what we're going through, you know, in this world, you know, with everything that's happening. So I laid out the cards, as you guys could see, divine masculine, divine feminine. I put two different piles. I think you guys can see it. I'm trying to fix the camera so you guys can see. Sometimes it doesn't cooperate as well. My tripod goes a little haywire. Okay, so we're done with Mercury retrograde. We're in the shadow phase. So like things should be better when it comes to our electronical gadgets. And I know we've been having some issues. I know I have. Okay, so divine masculine, release fear. Very beautiful card. And you know what? Releasing fear is not necessarily releasing your emotional fear that you have, and you're never going to feel, you know, a sense of fear. But, you know, like there's something that divine masculine is fearing. And, you know, when they're running or they're trying to disconnect from something, yeah, I fix myself. It's just I see myself. And basically the fear-based energy sometimes can dominate, can overrun them, that they don't see clearly and they're not seeing what they're supposed to see. So if you're running from something and you feel inferior, intimidated, and you know, or that person you're involved with, you notice keeps running, they're in the runner phase, you know, runner and chaser stages, this is not necessarily a running phase that lasts. You know, fear is not really an emotion that stays. Okay, if that makes sense. Fear usually comes in and it just, you know, like something will be replenished by security or rest assured, or a feeling of, you know, just certainty starts to come through. Communication, another important factor with releasing the fear is communication. Maybe there's a lot of fear that you're fearing to communicate. You know, now that Mercury retrograde is in shadow, there must be some underlying energies that you want to communicate with this person with, or this person needs to communicate with you, but it's got to start somewhere. If you don't make that first move to break the ice and open the lines of communication, that fear-based energy that you're holding on to may just, you know, last, and it might just interfere with what you need to do to get, you know, through all of that. Ground yourself. Grounding yourself to finding what is truth. And you know, what is pure, basically finding your, you know, internal being, who you truly are. And when you ground yourself, you're opening the doorway. Okay, divine masculine can open that doorway, and it's just something that has to go on and something that has to give in, that you have to open that door. So, you know, with the lines of communication, they just came through together. Is there someone that you need to talk to, or someone needs to talk to you? Is that communication just been at a halt? Opening the lines of communication, opening the door is a big step. I know. And I'm not telling you that you need to start it, but there is something that's going to come through, something that's going to happen. And you know what? Whatever that may be, whatever you have to do to get it right, whatever you have to do to get it started, so be it. Just do it with love, okay, is what I say. Don't do something when you're necessarily feeling a lot of heaviness and you feeling like, I need to talk to that person. Do it with love. Sometimes even, you know, just, you know, speaking out and talking to somebody, you know, can make a whole big difference. But if it's not possible for you to communicate with that person, you know, maybe you can't reach that person for whatever whatever reason, you know, sometimes writing it down and, you know, getting prepared to know what you're going to say, that when you do say it, you will say it with love. So that's another way of communicating. Communication starts from within, you know, communicating in the highest level. When you're connected to that person spiritually, you are able to communicate. So you know what I'm talking about. Meditation does help also with the lines of communication. So open the lines of communication however you have to do it. I'm not telling you what to do. Remember, these are messages coming from the divine that come to me to give to you, and you take with for your highest good. That's why I show you the cards, because they are symbolic and they do give messages. Not necessarily meaning that we have to follow what the cards exactly say, you know what I mean? So listen to your intuition. I love this card. Very, very beautiful card. And you know what? Listening to your intuition, I talked about this a few weeks back on how to listen to your intuition. You know, it comes from within, and you know, you may hear it. You may hear it like in feelings. You know, when we hear it like in feelings, we go like, okay, is that me feeling something that I have a message, or how do I interpret it? I have people asking me, interpret my messages. I can't interpret your messages. I can only interpret my messages that I'm getting. You can interpret them, but you have to learn how to do that. And the only way to learn how to do that is that you have to hear it. So sometimes thoughts can manifest into the visions, into what you're supposed to be looking at. You know, your thoughts may not be your thoughts, maybe messages. Okay, something to think about. Rainbows. Now, there's a positive rainbow. What does a rainbow represent to you? A rainbow represents, is to me anyways, is, you know, after a big storm, rainstorm, it was terrible. And you know what? It's this beautiful rainbow God gives us to show us that, you know, there's peace, there's love on the other side, that rainbow exists. And that's why divine feminines, you're listening to your intuition, and the rainbow is right there. So when I listen to my intuition, that's what my rainbow is coming through. You know, you have to look at the positive aspect, and it's showing, it's coming through in a very positive way, as you guys can see. I love this card. I love all these cards. Experience rebirth. Now, divine feminines, you are experiencing the rebirth. This is not divine feminine. When I say divine feminine, I don't mean a woman. I mean just the energies. Now, divine feminines are also for masculine men. Okay, divine masculine, divine feminine. I should explain this at the start instead of interrupting during the reading. Okay, so experiencing rebirth means that divine feminines are starting to see a new light of hope, a new light of energy that's starting to come through, that's starting to all over again. You know, like I said before, with the rainbow, listening to intuition, you know, you hear that light, you hear it. It's a little positive seed, guys. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. It's there. You're getting closer. You're getting closer to feeling love. You're getting closer to embracing that love with that person, your divine counterpart. Why is it so distant? Why do you feel so distant? Or why do you feel like it's never happening? Well, things happen for a reason. I can't explain why. And I'm here to help you to shed some light, and whatever that may be. Chakras. Why do we get the chakras? Because the chakras is the 7 energy points around us. And you know what? Because we have them, they all represent different factors that radiate up and down our spine. As you guys can see, the spine has 7 energy. So meditating and, you know, using the chakras is a beautiful card. I want to meditate on that card. Using the chakras to find what you need to find to balance you, to come into alignment. And how do you do that? Well, you listen to what your intuition says. You listen to what is being given to you. Like, I'm giving you this reading, but you're hearing something else. Maybe my words might completely define something completely off that you're getting. That's the message I'm talking about. Seriously. It's a message that you need to hear. And that's why I show you the cards. The chakras, basically, when you meditate, you're finding a peaceful area. How do you meditate? I get a lot of questions about how to meditate. There's no right or wrong way to meditate. I'm just going to give you guys a little brief summary if some of you don't understand it. It's all about deep relaxation and tuning in to yourself. Yeah. Putting away the busy thoughts, putting away the stress, putting away all of that stuff, and just going internal. Because you know what? We come into this body with nothing, with no stress, no nothing. It seems like we create all of it. We accumulate all of it. Yeah. And how do we get rid of it? Well, we have to tune right back into ourselves. It's kind of like when we sleep. You know, when we sleep, we have no care in the world. We're just I'm just going to relax. It feels so good, right? I sleep in this chair all the time. I meditate in this chair. And you know what? That's where it just gives us the sense of peace and serenity. And that's what you need. You need to find it. You need to go with it. If you don't go with it, you're never going to find it. So try meditation. There's lots of there's lots of videos and ways, and there's things out there on the internet. Like on YouTube, I like to go on YouTube to find different things that people do for meditation. I also offer my own meditation sessions too. But meditation is all about from when you connect from within, from your internal center, and find it. And when you find it, your higher self gives you these messages. You receive messages. You can even connect telepathically with someone if you're able to. This is like something that you'll be, sometimes I have to say, meditation gets addicting. And when you're doing it, it's not like the wrong or right way to do it. You find that is your to go. That is your serenity. That is your serene, your place. What's within. It's like, why wasn't I doing this ahead of time? It's like, for me, it's eat, exercise, and meditate. Those are the three things that are essential in my world. And without that, I just, I'm not living, and loving the people around you. That's the only way that makes you complete and whole. Your family, your friends, your furry babies. It's like we have that love inside of us, but we can't tune into it until we tune into our self-love. We talked about that before. So I hope that this reading video resonated with you. There was a lot of spiritual messages that came through. I'm using very psychic cards, psychic reading cards and the mystic healing cards. Both beautiful decks. I felt that they go together because they reveal like spiritual messages. So a little bit more of spirituality in this reading versus about telling you the messages that are coming with love. But you might have got that as well. So take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't. I do offer personalized readings for you, both phone, chat, and email readings. The links are down below in the description area, and you could also check out my blogs. I have several articles and videos too that you can check out here on YouTube and Instagram. And Facebook. So I think I covered everything. I just want to say thank you all for subscribing, for following, for just reaching out. I love being here. It's a blessing. It really is. It's a true blessing to be here for you guys, and you to be here for me. How many times I tell you that I love you guys. I really do. Okay, and if you're not following me on Instagram, I hope you can. I hope we can be friends. I love to share stuff and watch your stuff, and whatever you want to share with me, I appreciate it. I'm honored to be here for you guys. So I think that's it for now. So until next time, God be with you all. Namaste.